And Muhammad told his boys, hey, choose which one.
So right off the bat, this guy is so confused. I don't know if I should feel sorry for him. I don't know if I should pity him. I don't know if I should make fun of, I don't know what to do with this guy, right? So he says, Muhammad had these two boys and he told them to pick out of the 10 Qurans and, burn the rest of them. So the story he's talking about happened way after the Prophet died, all the way in the time of the Caliphate of Uthman. Okay, and Uthman was the third Khalifa. So you had the rule of Abu Bakr pass, then the rule of Umar pass, then the rule of Uthman come, and then the story he seems to be referencing takes place. But okay, let's continue. Let's see what else he wants to say.
Of all the many choices, right? Because the Word of God, right? There's so many different choices. Yeah, pick which one that you guys want to be the Word of God, and then try to destroy the rest of them. Tell everyone that has different versions than the one you chose to destroy them, burn them, and get rid of them because you're going to choose which one is the infallible Word of God. Right? But there were already...
All right, so he's speaking out of his backside, with all due respect. And, this is super hypocritical. How dare you? Have you no shame to talk about Quranic preservation when your textual transmission looks like that? Have you no shame to talk about Quranic preservation that even Orientalists, check this book, The Integrity of the Quran. This is a student of Harold Motsky. He dates the Quran to the time of Umar and Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhuma. Why? Because he does Isnad Matan analysis. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a Western Orientalist methodology in approaching Hadith studies and Hadith sciences. It is a method that is used by them to see which reports go back to the Sahaba, which go back to the Prophet, is there a common link, is there a fabric, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, when they do this ICMA diagram and analysis on the hadith of the abrogated stoning verse, they put that story back to the time of Umar. And in that story, Umar says, I fear that the people would say that I added to the book of God, which means if the story is authentic and the ICMA confirms that it's authentic, it means that by the time of Umar, the Quran was not a fluid text. It was a fixed text that nobody dared to add to, which actually corroborates the Islamic narrative. In the time of Abu Bakr, the Quran was all compiled. Every verse in the Quran was compiled into a single codex. That codex was with